Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is about how lowering insulin helps with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, and migraines. Let's examine Alzheimer's disease. As we saw earlier, several studies in rats have found that a high sugar diet impairs brain function. Additionally, a study in elderly humans found that those with the greatest preference for carbohydrates not only ate more carbohydrates, but were most likely to have the worst neurological symptoms, including the greatest degree of cognitive dysfunction, memory impairment, motor problems, and disengagement. Humans with Alzheimer's disease or mild cognitive impairment who follow a low carbohydrate, low fat diet low carbohydrate, high fat diet showed improved cognitive function. Interestingly, however, the brain doesn't actually use the fat. When we eat fat as our primary macronutrient, the liver metabolizes more fat than it needs, and the extra fat becomes ketones. In the study just mentioned, the people with the largest increase in ketones had the greatest improvement. Another study explored this similar dietary effect in 10 subjects, all with varying levels of Alzheimer's related cognitive decline. In fact, several had either quit their jobs or were suffering professionally due to the disease. They ate a low carb, high fat diet and fasted 12 hours each night to increase ketogenesis, and took coconut oil, which is more ketogenic than other fats. All improved their cognitive function and were able to return to work or improve their performance there. The benefits persisted even at a follow up almost 3 years later. In fact, the brain begins shifting to ketone use as ketones become available. This might be evidence that the brain prefers ketones to glucose for fuel. One reason could be that, to a degree, ketone uptake by the brain isn't dependent on insulin, unlike glucose. Thus, if a person is insulin resistant, it's at least possible that their brain has become insulin resistant as well and would take in less glucose. Let's look at Parkinson's disease. Very few human studies have been conducted on the benefits of a high fat, low carbohydrate diet in people with Parkinson's disease. A small study had individuals adopt a ketogenic diet for 1 month, after which every subject reported moderate to very good improvements in disease symptoms. A study involving a rat model of Parkinson's disease found that ketones were highly protective of the necessary neurons, i.e., dopamine producing neurons, because they increased protection against oxidative stress. Lastly, let's look at migraine headaches. The limited evidence that supports the role of ketogenic diets in migraine therapy is almost an afterthought in research. However, it's not new. Remarkably, there are published reports from 1928 and another larger report from 1930 of improvements in migraine headaches with carb restricted high fat diets. For example, one study reports that two sisters adopted a carbohydrate restricted high fat diet in an effort to lose weight. Both had reported often suffering from severe migraines. While the sisters adhered to the diet, the migraines resolved. They returned when the sisters stopped. Another revealed that people with insulin resistance who experience migraine headaches could experience a 75% improvement in migraine frequency and severity by simply restricting sugar. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.